Okay, so I done got the hood open. Following up part 2, I'm gonna try to make it as simple and easy as possible, and I'm gonna work in sequence. For me, I like to work in sequence to make it real simple. That way it makes you make sense about what you're doing and you don't forget anything. For me, I start to the simplest part. I start with my hubs, my hub seal, making sure that my hubs and hub seals are not leaking any fluid. I'm looking at my lug nuts to make sure that none of my lug nuts are showing any rust leaking through the lugs to indicate something as if the lugs are loose. I'm seeing that they're not cracked. I'm seeing that my bolts are screwed down, etc. My tire should have, on this it says 100 psi. In general, that's what it is, 100 psi low range on these tires. With my gauge, I'll check to make sure I'm approximately 100 psi. As you see, I'm about 95. Once I drive, it's going to heat up and it's going to do that. These are steer tires. On your steers, you cannot have recaps. No recaps allowed. Minimum no less than 430 seconds of tread depth between here, which is usually, if you can see in my mind, an indicator right here where this wear mark is at. I also have a depth gauge, but I won't use it. So I work from my hub, the screws on the hub, the lug nuts, the rim to make sure it's not cracked or anything, the tires, which are no recaps, no less than 430 seconds. I'll work my way around to the inside to make sure that my brakes have no less than 1 inch of wear of pad left. I'm looking at my inner hubs. From my inner hubs, I'm working my way around to my brake chamber. My brake chamber. From my brake chamber, I'm looking at the hoses that's connected to it, making sure that it's mounted down, no cracks in my hoses, that the screws are locked down correctly, etc. I'm looking at my my slack adjuster. This being my slack adjuster, my push rod. No more than 1 inch of play on this, and if they are loose, which you don't usually adjust the fronts, but if I did have to, I would take my screw, my wrench, a 7/16, screw it all the way down to the brakes touch the pad with the brakes off and the wheels chocked, and I would turn it back 1/4 of a turn off of the brake shoe, and I would be in adjustment. Brake chamber, slack adjuster, push rod, and the adjustment. I'm going to come on and follow from here on the next video, because this one is about to end. We're just talking about the brake chamber and it being screwed down, no cracks, no welds, or anything indicating that it'll break, or none of the hoses are leaking air or fluid.